The goal of the data eel is to provide an easy entrance to horse racing, invite people to the excitement, give a person a simple way to select horses that finish in the money, and make horse racing fun and stress-free so people can enjoy their day at the races. The definition of a horse that is in the money. In the money means that a horse finishes the race in first, second, or third. If a horse finishes first, it is called a win. If a horse finishes second, it is called a place. If a horse finishes third, it is called a show. Win, place, and show are all in the money. Here is a typical eel race card. The data eel has calculated this race card specifically for Gulfstream Park on racing day, July 5, 2024. In this example, we are looking at race number 7. The race is scheduled to begin at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The distance of the race is 1 mile, which is equal to 8 furlongs. The race is being run on the turf surface. The information on the eel race card is displayed as 2 tables. The table on the left side of the page shows the concert algorithm's predictions for the outcome of this race. The table on the right side of the page shows the aptitude algorithm's predictions for the outcome of this race. We'll explain the differences between concert and aptitude in a moment, but first let's take a closer look at the table and learn how to read and understand the concert and aptitude predictions tables. You can see that all the horses scheduled to race have their names listed on the leftmost column of the table. The top position on the list is the algorithm's top pick to be in the money. So the algorithm believes the horse named Pretty Awesome has the best chance of being in the money. The next position down the list is the algorithm's second best pick to be in the money. So the algorithm believes the horse named American Man has the second best chance of being in the money. The third position down the list is the algorithm's third best pick to be in the money. So the algorithm believes the horse named Julie Run has the third best chance of being in the money, and so on. The column of numbers to the right of the horse's names are the horse's wagering or betting numbers. Each horse has a unique number assigned to it before each race. A horse's number is used for identifying the horse in the race, and it is used for placing wagers or bets on the horse. The next column to the right of the horse's betting numbers are the horse's opening odds. These numbers and dashes represent the odds that are offered by bookmakers for a particular horse in a race. They serve as a starting point for betting and are based on various factors such as the horse's past performance, the opinions of experts, and the overall betting trends. The opening odds are assigned to a horse long before betting begins in a race. Once betting begins in the race, these odds change. They are constantly being updated based on which horses the public is actually betting on. And finally, the next column to the right is the algorithm's calculated number for each horse. This calculated number for each horse is what determines the horse's position on the algorithm list. The numbers are listed from highest value on the top of the list to lowest value on the bottom of the list. The horse associated with the algorithm's highest calculated number is the algorithm's top pick to finish the race in the money. The horse associated with the algorithm's second highest calculated number is the algorithm's second best pick to finish the race in the money. The horse associated with the algorithm's third highest calculated number is the algorithm's third best pick to finish the race in the money. The top 3 picks from the algorithm are usually where you should focus your attention, because in horse racing, finishing the race as a win or a place or as a show are all in the money. Now it's time to talk about the 2 algorithms and how they differ. Concert is a number that is calculated based on many factors and variables, but the focus is primarily on when the horse was put in front of a crowd, under the spotlight, ready to go, with all the pressures and expectations before and during a race. Think of a racehorse like a musical band. Every time the band plays live in front of an audience, they could give a good performance or they could give a not-so-good performance. One should always look at what the concert algorithm is predicting before looking at the aptitude algorithm's predictions. Concert is where you go first. Then, after looking at the concert numbers, you look at the aptitude numbers. The aptitude number represents what a horse is capable of currently to date, so think of aptitude like a horse's current to date potential, what it's capable of becoming, given the circumstances of its upcoming race. The aptitude calculation is also a measurement that involves a horse's pace and stamina, or more simply thought of as a horse's running style. For a horse to make the optimal performance in a race, it requires a better mixture or recipe of pace, stamina, and potential compared to the other horses in the race. However, sometimes not having the highest aptitude number amongst the other horses can also be the key to finishing a race in the money. This is because a horse's mixture or running style can demonstrate the correct mixture of stamina and pace for the race distance compared to the other horses racing in the field. Think of it no different than if you were running a race yourself. If the race distance was short, you would max out your pace and stamina because you know you don't have to sustain it for very long. But if you were running a race at a longer distance, like a marathon, you would run at a measured level, managing your energy based on how long you had to keep running. So aptitude is a measurement of a horse's current potential to date, married closely with a horse's current to date running style mixture. It is very important to note that concert values and aptitude values have nothing to do with each other. The concert algorithm has an opinion on how it perceives the outcome of the race, based on the criteria it uses to calculate and evaluate the race. The aptitude algorithm has its own opinion on how it perceives the outcome of the race based on the criteria it uses to calculate and evaluate the race. Again, concert values and aptitude values have nothing to do with each other. They are two different algorithms with two different opinions on the outcome of the same race. And if both algorithms are picking the same horses to be in the money, that's the ideal situation. We can assume the contenders in this race are these three horses. If you want a more in-depth understanding of the Data Eel race card, watch our second video, Diving Deeper with the Data Eel, coming soon to registered users.